Somerby instantly into the path of Cochrane, and a chance for the boy to show his speed now. Well balanced and set for the left foot shot, and what a beautiful goal! Credit to Mike Somerby for releasing the ball quickly and giving Cochrane a chance to show what a beautifully balanced runner he is. As he cut inside, it was never quite clear which way he was going to go, but once he balanced himself for the left foot, the shot was as true as an arrow. Tony Hazel bounces the ball twice, raises a hand. That may have been a signal. Lee, and that's gone in, and who got the last touch there, I've no idea. The free kick taken by Hazel, Lee got up, and there was a scramble of bodies in the 6-yard area. Nobody seemed able to get a firm control of the ball, and it ran on into the net. And once again it's brought away by Lee. Foul is given. Brennan was the culprit. Tony Hazel to take it. And there's another let-off there for Millwall. Maybe not so much a let-off. If you've got a man well positioned on the line, you're entitled to the credit for it. That's the man who did it, Evans. Lee, Brisley. Evans streaking in to play the cross, and what a beauty it was! And a lovely goal! Scored by Barry Fairbrother, and that makes it 3-1. And Fairbrother celebrates his 200th league game with his 3rd goal of the season.
Frustratingly, the 70s were destined to end on the low note. George Petchey took over as manager in 1978, and the following year came relegation for the 2nd time in 5 seasons. This match at Bramall Lane was one of the season's few away wins.
Today, Stainrod and Smith, but it's Walker for Millwall. Being allowed to run all the way and making the most of the chance. The goal for Phil Walker. With 7 minutes gone and a real blow for Sheffield United. Well, they built it up down the left, but there was space for Walker, and with perhaps 1 or 2 defenders slow to close him down, he was allowed to run on and slipped it into the back of the net. The only point Millwall have ever got in league visits here came a couple of years ago, and they may have a chance here for Seasman. Yes, after Mitchell had broken, and it looks like 2 points this afternoon. Well, Mickey Spate all over the place. Mitchell making the most of the opportunity, pulling it back right into the stride of John Seasman, who made no mistake.
Millwall would have to wait 6 years before they finally returned to Division 2, and the man who masterminded the Lions' return was rookie manager George Graham. When Graham took charge in December 1982, Millwall were bottom of the 3rd Division. But the new boss pulled the Lions clear when his side landed a 1-0 win in the final match at Chesterfield. It was Graham's 2nd full season in charge that ended with promotion. Top scorer that season was Steve Lovell, with 20 goals in the league and 6 in the Cup. The Lions finished runners-up behind Bradford City, whose celebrations were ruined by one of soccer's worst ever disasters, the fire at Valley Parade that killed more than 50 people. Millwall's achievement, which included an FA Cup run all the way to the 6th round, was marred by a night of madness when their quarter-final defeat at Luton ended in violence. On a happier note, Millwall's promotion was complemented by winning the Football League trophy. The Lions beat Lincoln City 3-2 in a forerunner to the full Members' Cup. In 1986, George Graham was snapped up by Arsenal. John Docherty took over as manager, and Coldblow Lane began to warm to a striker who would rewrite the club's record books. His name was Teddy Sheringham. and Super Ted was destined to become the club's most prolific goalscorer of all time.
When did you feel you'd really settled down at Millwall?
That was probably when John Docherty came to the club, along with Frank McClintock. I was playing up front in his teams week in, week out, and that gives you a hell of a lot of confidence when you know you're playing the next week. And I think I played every game the first season that John Docherty was here, and that was probably my first starting career.
Was that managerial partnership important in bringing the best out of you?
Yeah, it was. The first year it was a little bit hard. He didn't make any signings, but the second year, when we had our promotion run, I think it was '87, he bought some good players, and it made it a little bit easier, and it was enjoyable to play under them at that stage, yeah.
In 1988, the Lions finally fulfilled their greatest ambition when they made it all the way to the top flight for the first time in their 103-year history.
Carter's cross. Lawrence is there, gets the header in. Hilton, it's a goal! Cascarino forces it in the net. Cleary. Alvin Martin, Carter. Sheringham gets the shot in. It's a goal! Curl it in with that cultured left foot of his. In fact, he knocks it back to Hurlock. Hurlock plays an easy one. Oh, and it must be a goal. A great save by Digby, and the header from Cascarino. The first shot from Alan McCleary. A brilliant save by Fraser Digby, but the rebound falls to Tony Cascarino, who heads Millwall into the lead. Well, a penalty from Kevin O'Callaghan secured that victory at Hull, which gives the Lions the championship with a game in hand. A remarkable season for them. And before this afternoon's game gets underway, they will be presented with the Second Division Championship trophy. Here come the champions then. Reg Burr, the Millwall chairman, at the head. John Docherty and Frank McClintock in the red tracksuit tops. The official presentation to the Millwall team. And there's the skipper, Les Briley. He'll lift the trophy as well. Little Ian Wilson by his side. There's the trophy.
Sheringham had established one of the game's most lethal partnerships with twin striker Tony Cascarino, and in Millwall's first season in Division 1, It was their combination that enabled the Lions to make a real impact.